So Ben, would you say that Josh is a fresh maker?
Yes, I would say that Josh is a fresh maker.
Hands off that dial. Business is about to get a whole lot nerdier. You're tuned in to FounderQuest.
Well, sad news. I did not see my printing press last weekend because I came down with a cold.
Oh.
Which it wasn't COVID, so don't worry. It's okay. But we're, waiting for the tests to come back. So, the difference between now and the before times is now when you get a cold, like life shuts down and you can't really do anything until your, test results come back.
Well, and the other thing about like during, the pandemic, everyone's home, like the printing press market is just going wild right now. So like that thing's going to be gone. I'm sure it'll be gone, long gone by the time you're feeling better.
Exactly. Everybody's going to print their manifestos.
Right.
Well, since my kid is able to take care of his own school needs, and I didn't have to sideline myself for that, like Star. I got some stuff done this week, but not necessarily me. So I've been really getting into this groove on having other people do things. So Shalva.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. So Shalva was able to deliver a feature that we've wanted in Hook Relay for a long time, and that is being able to deliver to multiple URLs. So we give you a hook address that you post to, and then you can say, okay, up to 3 different URLs will then get that delivery, that post. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's broadcasting.
Broadcasting. Yeah.
You're a publisher.
This is something that one of our customers asked for and something we've wanted for a while. And have to apologize, I think, to Shalva because I kind of dropped the ball on, helping get this feature over the goal. He had done some work a few months ago and I just was distracted and didn't really follow up on it like I should have. And then once I did follow up like I should have, then I was like, you know what? I don't think we want to go this route. I think we want to go a different route. And so we ended up re-implementing the whole thing in a different way. But so appreciate his patience, but got that launched. So that's feeling pretty good.
That's awesome. So Hook Relay is a product that we've launched. You can just go sign up for it now, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So it does. It's like magic for your webhooks. So if you want to send a webhook, you just send it to our service, and then we make sure that it gets delivered. That's super reliable. That I don't know. There's just a lot of details that you have to implement around doing webhooks right, and we do those for you. And so now it sounds like you can have that sort of broadcast to multiple endpoints.
Also works for inbound webhooks. So no matter what the flaky service is that
outbound
is sending you webhooks. I think what we're doing right now is broadcasting, by the way. But yeah, no matter what the flaky service that you have to integrate with, to send to, receive data from them. If your app goes, or maybe your app is flaky. If your app is going down, you can just be sure that when you get it back online, Hook Relay will be there to relay all the webhooks that you missed.
Well, I've got a term for you. You can feel free to use this in your marketing. So that means that, and since it does both outbound and inbound, that means you're full duplex.
Full duplex.
Full duplex.
Full duplex.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going to write it down. That would be an awesome, if we did kind of like a, like an 80s marketing theme, like with neon colors and stuff. And we're like full duplex. I could just see that going well together.
Do you remember, speaking of the 80s, remember back when you would connect with your modem and it would be the wrong duplex setting? And so everything you typed would be double, right? You get every character be like double F, double Y, And you're like, oh man, I full duplex. I got to reconnect to half duplex. Yeah.
We should do like a marketing, like a YouTube video, like a little sketch or something of you trying to connect to your modem.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah, in fact, I used Hook Relay this morning for doing an inbound hook. So I was setting up. So we're working on the broadcast emails. That's the task.
Mm-hmm.
That's another task that's been on our to-do list for a long time. So I was working on that this morning, and we use Postmark for our email delivery. And one of the things they did recently, a few months ago, they had this new feature in their product called Announcements. Yeah. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but basically, before this feature, Postmark was just about transactional email. Like it could only send things that were triggered by a user, right? Like a password reset email, or, in our case, we sent a lot of notifications for errors, to individual users. They launched this new broadcasts feature, which allows you to use their infrastructure for kind of marketing like emails, like maybe announcements about your new products or your new features, or maybe you have new terms of service or whatever. So more of a broadcast email rather than an individual email. And one of the features that they have, and the reason why I was using the webhook, is we'll add an unsubscribe link for you at the bottom of the emails that go out. And so, of course, the person may click the unsubscribe if they don't want to hear from us anymore, which would be, totes sad, but it happens. And then it goes to Postmark, and then Postmark records that unsubscribe intent and then can optionally send a webhook to. And so, so I set up a hook relay target for that Postmark webhook so that even if our app goes down, which of course it never does, but if it did, then we would have all those, webhooks from Postmark happily saved in Hook Relay. But also,
oh, nice.
Just getting the log of it to see is nice.
The inbound webhook payloads get saved, and then you can just pull them down whenever you want. That's convenience. Like I want that inbound webhook data, but I don't want to build a webhook right now. I don't want to build something to get that right now.
There you go.
I just want to know that the data is someplace I can get it later.
Yeah. I wondered the utility of that feature might be pretty huge depending on what people are doing with webhooks these days. I don't know, receiving, recording payments or activating subscriptions. Yeah.
Or, if you're building a feature that's going to accept a webhook, but it is not launched yet, or you don't know exactly what you're going to get, because, sometimes your provider might say, well, this is what we're going to send you, but you actually want to be sure, right? So you can set up that Hook Relay link first, start getting some real webhooks from them and see what they're like before.
Well, yeah. Don't we have an option?
Yeah.
We have an option to not just receive, but not forward, right?
Right.
Yeah. So use it sort of as an interim development tool.
Could we have an option to receive and just immediately discard, just for, just when you're just fed up with that webhook provider?
Yes, I think we actually do have that. So we have
forget this.
We have a disable button. So the link still works. You can still post to it, but nothing will happen with the payload. It just goes into the ether. Dev null.
We could set up the dumpster fire thing, like Basecamp did a while back, where we have someone just burn it for you. It's not. It's totally environmentally responsible too, which is the good thing.
It gets sent to a printer. It gets sent to.
Did you see that, Star?
Office, and we just take the pics of them and burn them. I didn't see it.
Okay, so it was pretty awesome. I forget what were the emails? They gave you they had an address that you could email at hey, right? Hey.com. And they had someone actually with a printer set up and a webcam and everything, they were just they would print out your email, I think, and just burn it in front of the camera or something like that, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah.
That would be a weird job.
Well, it was definitely a stunt.
Yeah, we should definitely do something like that. I don't know, maybe every time you get a webhook, it tickles a honey badger. Think of something.
Yeah.
That's an even weirder job. I don't think I want to do that.
I got a tweet, a DM today from someone asking about something from a previous FounderQuest episode in which we talked about.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That was cool. So, everyone's always welcome to do that because that's fun for us. The message was a question about, we had talked in a previous episode about the automated monitoring that I added for our SOC 2 compliance stuff. And the question was did we go with a particular provider? And yes, we did. We went with Drata. So we looked at Vanta and we looked at Secure Frame and we looked at Drata. And they're pretty comparable, all three of them. But it came down to, we really liked Drata just a bit more than Secure Frame, which would be a perfectly fine solution, I think, too. We almost went with them. And then Vanta was kind of in this kind of a distant third. They're okay, but I really like Drata and Secure Frame. So I don't know why I didn't say who we selected before, but there it is. In case anyone is curious and didn't feel like actually asking, there you go.
Nice.
Awesome. And remember the answer to the first security question is all of the above. Oh my God, they're going to drop us as a customer now. I just went over the terms of service.
You're giving out the answers.
Maybe it's none of the above. Hopefully they switch out the questions.
Speaking of questions, we got a vendor questionnaire, a security questionnaire the other day. And I was looking at the answer, and I was going through and answering the questions. And there was this whole section about card data. And I thought to myself, oh, how quaint. Like back in the day when we had to actually worry about securely storing credit card data. These days, we use Stripe and we don't care. We never touch card data. And so I was able to, mark NA to all those things. But it's kind of a blast from the past to see questions about, do you ever send credit card details via email? No, we do not.
It's our whole payment system, man.
Yeah. Business card data, though, we just have those in a box in the closet.
we securely store our business cards.
Well, apparently there are vendors that are still doing it that way. So
yeah, which is kind of scary when you think about it.
It's funny, with the compliance, there's been a couple times where, I've got to explain my setup. So I've got a little office in my backyard. I'm the only one here. And there's been a couple times where I'm about to go into the house or whatever. My computer's on, and normally I'm just going to leave it running and stuff. And then I was like, nope. And the client says I've got to lock it before I leave my office and it's okay, should I leave the door open in the office? No, I got to lock it. Compliance says I've got to have, physical security.
You wouldn't want one of the squirrels getting in there, finding it unlocked.
Well,
yeah,
I appreciate your diligence, Star. That's going above and beyond right there.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's ridiculous, but yeah.
On that note, one of the things that has annoyed me about the compliance requirements is that they prefer that you have your screensaver lock within X minutes, 15 minutes or whatever it is, right? And they actually check that. We have an agent that runs on each computer to make sure that we actually have that enabled. And
surveilling us.
I never had that enabled because, who's here? It's just me, right? I'm the only person here, right?
Yeah.
But now I have to have this screensaver that locks, and it's
And sometimes you want to read things, and that takes a little while, or watch a video or something.
But, it serves the greater good, so.
I already had my screensaver set because I have perfect operational security.
What's that outside that window, Josh, behind you? Is that Mossad? I think it's Mossad.
In the trees.
Oh, but they can't get in. So it's okay.
No.
They're just banging against the door.
Got the dog patrolling the perimeter right now. I learned to keep my screen lock at a small time window when I shared an office with my brother, because we would I don't know if he ever actually got me. I think one time I installed a cron job, a random cron job on his computer that played.
Oh, I remember that.
It played it read out a random Spock quote, I think, with the speech to text or text to speach thing in Mac OS.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
After that, I was he is going to retaliate, and I need to up my security game. So
that would be one way to harden an office. It's just encourage employees to prank one another.
That's where I think it started. I think we were kind of doing that a little bit, and it is, I don't know if it's recommended, but it is hilarious.
That sounds perfect for an internal security team at a large enterprise. They should give prizes for the best pranks, that actually expose security weaknesses like that, catch, because, they do these things they'll send an email to everyone in the company and click on this link. And then someone does, and they're like, oh, gotcha. You weren't supposed to click on that. It's phishing, and everyone's like, oh, you suck, but
crowdsource it. Yeah. Get everyone involved.
There you go.
Yeah.
Totally. It's whoever the best Rickroller is gets a bonus.
Totally.
It's a hackathon where everyone's a target.
Maybe you have to put some parameters around it. Maybe it's only the week around April Fools, right? And so, people can be on higher guard. I don't know.
That would make sense. Otherwise, you'd foster a climate of continual mistrust.
Yeah.
It's did you see that important business document I sent you, Bob? And it's good try, Jeff. Good try.
Not falling for it this time.
Not falling for it. You got one of those word macro viruses in there. I know it.
Did you see someone on Twitter posted this? Apparently Rick Astley got rickrolled on Reddit a few years ago. Did you see that?
Right? Yeah.
Can you just, and the person that did it got I think a century of Reddit gold or something like that.
Totally
you just win the internet.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. That is winning the internet, right? Like that's the ultimate prize. Yeah.
Our giant Zoomer fan base is like, what's Rickrolling?
even my kids know what Rickrolling is.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the ones that just never goes. Yeah. That people are just never going to give up.
It's going to persist through the generations of time until the sun has a heat death.
That's heavy.
Yeah. I guess it could be worse. It's not goatsy.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah. that was I don't know, like there's that thing goes around like always like date yourself by like the earliest meme you remember or whatever, and I think goatsy was one of the early ones. I mean like you can't forget it. So
there was a time before they called them memes, like maybe that. I don't know.
Well, do either of you have any last hurrahs for our lovely summer season before the weather turns cold and gray and rainy? Any plans to do something fun?
Well, we have kids in school now, and so our plans are to drive them back and forth repetitively.
I'm just trying to survive. That's basically it. I'm just trying to get through.
Yeah, we'll probably I've been the weather has been nicer outside lately, so I've been trying to enjoy the yard while I can, because it's just the weird Pacific Northwest thing now where most of the year is rainy, and what used to be the thing that made it worthwhile was the wonderful summers is now half of the summer is also now covered in smoke and 115 degrees. Right now, everything is picture perfect Pacific Northwest, and I've been really enjoying that. It's blast from the past.
It's pretty nice. I'm looking forward to the drizzle coming back because there's just too many people out on walks. I like to be solitary on my walks, and these amateurs only come out when it's nice outside. So I can't wait for a little bit of drizzle where I have my raincoat and I can go and walk through my neighborhood and be alone.
We are kind of at the point where you start to not dread fall or so much. I'm kind of looking forward to it again. Seasons are nice, but then you halfway through the winter, I'll be ready for summer, and summer will be a long ways off. But I'm looking forward to fall right now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. There's definitely this there's a sense of angst when there's too much sun for too long. And people are I need some gray, I need some rain, and then the gray comes and the rain comes, and you can just feel this things are back to the way it should be. It's just kind of fun. And then of course, February comes around, they're I need the sun.
And see, I just want all of this on a light switch, so I can just change it depending on the mood that I'm in.
Yeah, we totally need some weather management technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all just need to get in with the movers and shakers that control the weather.
Yeah, I think it's the folks over at DARPA, from what I hear from the internet.
Yep.
Or you just take a vacation. I mean, the old-fashioned way, you just go someplace warm.
Vacations.
Wait, what?
Vacations. That's so pre 2020, Ben. We stay in one place and control the weather now.
It sounds like a lot more fun, actually.
Kind of does.
You have just in this very moment, finished listening to FounderQuest. If you want to write us a review, go do that. If you're interested in writing for us, check out our blog, honeybadger.io/blog, and look for the writers page, or look for the Write For Us link, and just, stay safe, and we will catch you next week.
FounderQuest is a weekly podcast by the founders of Honey Badger. Zero instrumentation, 360-degree coverage of errors, outages, and service degradations for your web apps. If you have a web app, you need it. Available at honeybadger.io. Want more from the founders? Go to FounderQuestPodcast.com. That's one word, where you can access our huge back catalog of episodes. FounderQuest is available on iTunes, Spotify, and other purveyors of fine podcasts. We'll see you next week.